It's Kim Darwaza here, and I'm here with our weekly market update, um, Finance Friday, I'm going to call it. So the market's still pretty much the same. There's still a lot of buyer demand, a lot of multiple offers on properties. And so the big question is, what is causing this to happen? Well, over the pandemic, when people were at home, actually, people's FICO scores went up, which is enabling more people to buy at lower rates. 35% took the opportunity to pay down debt, because they weren't going out as much and buying things. 36% saved money towards their down payment. There's no reason to go buy the nice new outfit and purse and shoes if you have nowhere to wear it. And then 29%, spent their money because they had to for survival reasons. They just don't make a whole lot of extra income. So about 2/3 of consumers either paid down debt or saved money, which helped increase FICO scores. So, one of the things is that everyone's stressed out about the election. I'm seeing all this stuff on Facebook and people are freaking out. But it really won't affect the real estate market. And the reason why is because our market is strong, and that's for a reason. There's strong millennial demand right now. They actually are saying that 74% of millennials are planning to buy in 2021. A lot of them are now having families and they want to either buy for the first time or they want to move up from that condo or townhouse to the single family home. So we're seeing a lot of demand from millennials right now. Mortgage rates are historically low. We've talked about this week after week. You can buy a house that you can buy $1 million house now for the same price per month as something that you could buy for $900,000 this time last year. And prices are continuing to appreciate, and history says so. So the 12-month period after the election historically has been the best year in a 4-year cycle for the real estate market. And we can, especially with interest rates so low, we don't see that changing anytime soon. So when asked about downturn, because I have gotten questions, I've had clients text me and say, okay, should I sell? Are we at the top? Um, should I cash out? So on and so forth. So we aren't expecting a downturn in the market anytime soon because of the demand, high demand, lack of supply, the price right now, like I said, with a lower interest rate and the time on market is extremely low. We're not seeing an increase in time on market. We are all the economists are still expecting a 4 to 7% appreciation in the next 12 weeks. And when I say the economists, these are people from National Association of Realtors, Freddie Mac, Zillow. There's another firm called Zelman, and they specialize in this kind of stuff, and they come out with that. So, that's still big numbers. And just to sort of, you know, go over that, like if the average price, okay, so for Northern Virginia Association of Realtors, the average sales price in the NVAR region is 690,000, almost 691,000. Fairfax County, it's almost 679,000, and we've seen a 15% increase like over this time. These are September numbers because everything's sort of behind a little bit. So September 2020 over September 19, obviously Arlington County, the average sales price is 826,000 and they're up about 17%. So when you look at those numbers, we're saying that in Fairfax County that, with an average sales price of $628,000, we're looking at another, $35,000, $40,000 increase based on, where you live and that kind of thing. So those are huge numbers. the whole situation is Fed driven. So right now, the economy is not as good. I know in Northern Virginia, everyone's like, what are you talking about? But like in the rest of the country, the economy is not as good. And so that's the Fed makes the interest rate lower. And once the economy gets better, which they're expecting these rates to be low until the end of December 2021. So we still have about another year of enjoying these interest rates and seeing the market like that. So by the end of the year, the 10-year treasury will go up the end of 2021. And the 10-year treasury is what drives the mortgage rates. It's probably a little bit more than what you need to know, but that's what it is. And so, like I said, as the economy gets better, interest rates will go up. Um, and an interest rate of 4.2% or over 4% versus 2.8%, which is what people are getting today, will definitely slow down the real estate market since payments will be going up. But again, they're not projecting that to happen until the end of 2021. And another thing they're saying is once everyone's locked into that super low rate and they're buying like their huge COVID castles or whatever, no one's moving for a long time because they're just not going to be able to get the same house at that price point. And people are going to be bragging about their interest rates for years to come. So unless someone has to move, I think people, like especially with the millennials, they're buying right now for the long haul. They're not planning on moving in 7 or 8 years, which is like the average for when people move. So my question is, do you want to buy the same price house and have it cost you more by waiting until 2022? Or do you want to, cash in now while you can and get a great deal? So I'm just gonna like wrap it up with the houses in that I'm seeing in our area that are move-in ready and don't need a lot of upgrading are selling for astronomically higher than houses that need remodeling. Millennials are just not a big fan of having to do these kind of projects. So, and they don't want to spend the money to do it. So, there's a huge difference in the number of contracts and how it's going to escalate way over list price if the house is ready to roll. So just keep that in mind as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment, text, call, email me, whatever you feel comfortable with. If you're planning on moving, I'm already going on appointments for houses that will be listed after the holidays. So it's good to start planning now, having me come over or tell you where to get the biggest bang for your buck. So thanks for watching and stay healthy, everyone.